as we would expect, we see a highly aggressive move, highly directional move. We're going to see this slope kind of bend off, right? We're not going to see the same amount of momentum in the beginning as we do at the end. So we're going to see these patterns, these rising channels, these rising wedges, these consolidation patterns. This is not a bad thing. We have to fight off the urge to get in the trade late, right? We have to fight off the urge to get into the trade late. Many newer traders make this mistake where they see this move, they see this big spring, and now they're like, oh man, I missed it. Everyone else on the internet is talking about making money. I didn't make any money. So they get in late, and they get in right in time for the pullback, right? Have you guys ever done that? They get in right in time for the pullback, and now they're long right here, right? And the market's going short. And then they're in the red, and now they got to get out of their long position because they're scared, right? So they gotta sell now. And then as soon as they sell, right, it pushes the market down, and the market gets here, and it spikes back up. And now they're like, oh man, if I just would have held on to my buy, I would have made so much more money. It's my broker. They're spying on me. They knew I put my order on, and then they reversed it, and they knew I took my order off, and they reversed it again, right? All these conspiracy theory thoughts. The truth is that, and I don't want to offend anybody, and I don't feel like I'm offending anybody because I was the same way, right? Dumb traders do dumb things, and the market knows it, right? And I used to be a dumb trader. Again, we talk about dumb stops, like where you put a stop like 1 pip below a key level of structure. Not a smart move. Everyone does it. I did it, right? Hand in the air. The next part of your trading is to, it's weird, but you have to understand what the dumb traders are doing so that you can then take advantage of them, right? So yesterday in the Q&A, we had a conversation about artificial intelligence, right? And how artificial intelligence, they're teaching artificial intelligence by using price charts, and it's analyzing a million billion things at once on a price chart, which is basically understanding human behavior because price action is just a visual representation of human behavior, right? So if we just kind of just reverse, right? So I just told you a scenario. Bud's typing in like, yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me, right? It's if we know that this is the case, if we know that former dumb trader Akil used to buy late, get reversed on, panic sell, and then market reverses, right? So if dumb trader Akil used to do that, and I got burnt 1,000 times by touching the same hot kitchen's top over and over again, not learning my lesson. Eventually, I learned my lesson, right? And I understand that, okay, every time I do this in the past, or not every time, but most of the time I do this in the past, I get burnt. And then the market does this, and then it does that. Well, let me use my brain, Akil. What if I just don't enter here? Because I'm not the only dumb one doing this. Right. Well, at first we think we are. Then we realize, then you start a website, and then you start journaling your trades on a website, talking about how bad you are. Then other people comment, and then you realize that you're not the only bad one out there, and you build confidence. Like that may have happened to someone, a friend, perhaps. Right. But you realize like, okay, well, I'm not the only one doing this. Other people are doing this too. What if instead of just entering here and getting burnt and then getting mad about this, what if I just wait for that move to happen? Right. What if I have a little bit of patience, understand that the market could go straight up, and if it does, hey, you know what, whatever, it happens. But what if I just wait for the market to come back, buy here, right? Because I'm expecting the market to go here anyway. This is going to be a cheaper price than right here anyway. I can make more bang for my buck getting in at a lower level. And the sacrifice are the certain times that it never happens. The sacrifice is that sometimes this will just go straight up. But in times that it doesn't go straight up, I'm putting myself in a position where I can make more and risk less. And then when you start learning how to trade and you start putting numbers behind it and you test it, it just builds confidence because you're like, okay, well, maybe, I miss 3 out of every 10 opportunities. But the 7 that I catch, 3 out of every 7 winners, or 3 out of every 10 winners, I should say, right? So, but the 7 that I catch, because I'm able to make more off of them, it by far makes up for those 3 that just kind of went straight up, and not even counting the losses that would have come with being super aggressive versus conservative. So it's you have to learn from your mistakes. That's the key. You have to learn from your mistakes. You can only do the same dumb thing so many times before it's on you. You can only touch the hot stove so many times before you realize, like, man, it's not the stove's fault. It's my fault for touching it. The problem is too many traders blame the stove. Well, if the stove wasn't hot, I wouldn't get burnt. And it's like, well, no. How about you stop touching it? That's why you're getting burnt. It's not because the stove is hot, or not just because the stove is hot. It's because you realize the stove is hot and you still keep touching it knowing the result. But many of us can't disconnect because of there's so many other things pulling us. The greed, right? The greed of, I got to make this money. Or the fear of, oh my gosh, I can't miss out. Or the comparison of, this trader's doing that and I got to be like him or her, right? Those are the other things that are grabbing our hand, tying a puppet string around our hand and dragging it up to touch that hot stove over and over again. And we have to cut that cord. Hope you enjoyed the content. Today's video comes from a recording from one of our live trading room sessions. Each and every week on the platform, we host 3 days of both a New York and a London live trading room session. So if you're someone that likes sharing and looking at trading ideas and reviewing the markets on a daily basis, if you're someone that just likes spending some time with a great community of traders and talking that trading talk, make sure you join us. It is part of your risk-free trial membership over on the platform. Just head over to www.tier1trading.com, sign up for that risk-free 14-day trial membership, get on the platform, join a live room, download some software, take some training, and start getting on your path to becoming a consistently profitable trader.